Hi guys, hope you're doing fine. Welcome back to another video. Our today's question is zigzag conversion. The question states that the string PayPal is hiring is written in a zigzag pattern on a given number of rows like this, and then read line by line. Write the code that will take a string and make this conversion given a number of rows. So we need to complete a function convert which takes two arguments which are the string and the number of rows, and we need to return a new string which is as follows. Let's consider the example given in the question where the string s is PayPal is hiring and number of rows are 3. We need to arrange this string in a zigzag fashion as shown in the slide. So we have two arguments as the string and number of rows. We need to calculate the length of the string and store it in a variable length, and we need to also declare another variable position whose value is equal to number of rows minus 1, that is 2, and k is used as the index to traverse the string s. We need to also create another array A of size number of rows by length. This is a two-dimensional array. So, in our algorithm, we begin by traversing the string s, and at each traversal, we compare the value of position and we perform the following operations corresponding to the value of position. We will be clear with the whole code once we proceed further with our example. So now let's begin with the example where k points to the first index, that is the zeroth location of the string. The character here is p. The value of position is 2. So we enter the for loop and check whether k exceeds the length. Since it does not, we proceed further and compare the value of position. The value of position is not 0. The value of position is equal to number of rows minus 1. Therefore, the following if condition is true. And we begin the for loop from I is equal to 0 to number of rows, and we check whether k exceeds the length. If it does not, then we copy the character from the string to the array A, column by column. So we copy P, A and Y to the array A in the first column, and then finally we decrement the value of position. So now the value of position is 1. So we perform a next iteration where we check whether k exceeds the length. Since it does not, we then compare the value of position. Since the value of position is neither 0 nor equal to number of rows minus 1, therefore we get into this else condition where we again run a for loop from I is equal to 0 to number of rows, that is for second column. And if I is equal to position, then we copy that particular character from S into the array A. Else we insert a dollar sign in the array A. The logic behind this code is that during insertion in every column, if the value of position is not equal to number of rows minus 1, then we only insert the character at that row or the value of position. So here in the else condition, initially the value of position is not equal to I. Therefore, we insert a dollar. So now the value of I is equal to position. Therefore, we insert the character pay into the array A. Now again we insert a dollar and decrement the value of position. Now the value of position is 0. So we start a new iteration where we check whether k exceeds length. Since it does not, then we compare the value of position. Now the value of position is equal to 0. Therefore, we update the value of position to number of rows minus 1. So the new value of position is 2. Then we proceed further and check whether the value of position equals number of rows minus 1. Since the following condition is true, we again run a for loop from I is equal to 0 to number of rows, that is for another column, and check whether k does not exceed the length value, and we insert the characters a, l and I into a third column of a, and we decrement the value of position. So our next iteration, we again check the value of k whether it exceeds the length, and then we check the value of position. So now a position value is neither 0 nor number of rows minus 1. So again we enter this else condition where we run the for loop for the fourth column, and if the value of position equals I, that is only for that particular row, we enter the character from s, else we enter a dollar character. So for zeroth row a dollar character is inserted, for the first row s is inserted, and for the second row again dollar is inserted. Now we again decrement the value of position and perform a next iteration where the value of k does not exceed length. Now we check the value of position whether it is equal to 0, and since it is equal to 0, we again update the value of position to 2, and again compare the value of position with number of rows minus 1. Since the condition is true, we again run a for loop for the fifth column of our A array. And since the value of k here does not exceed length, we keep on copying the characters h, I and r into the array A, and again decrement the value of position. Now the value of position is 1. Again we perform a next iteration and check whether the value of k exceeds length. Since it does not, we check the value of position. Since these two if conditions fail, we enter the else condition and then check whether position is equal to I. Therefore, the zeroth row will get a dollar sign. The first row we get the alphabet I and again dollar sign. Now we decrement the value of position and then again run a next iteration. Here still the value of k does not exceed length. So we check whether position is equal to 0, and yes it is. So we update the value of position to 2. And now again another if condition is true where the value of position is equal to number of rows minus 1. So we again run a for loop from I is equal to 0 to number of rows and enter the value n and g into our array A. And now after traversing the whole string s, we store the value of j, that is the value of last column, into a variable called column or col. Then we store the elements of the array A row by row into another string called res. So we traverse the array A row by row and keep on adding the characters into a new string res when the character is not a dollar sign. So after completely traversing the array A, we get a final string which is PAHNAPLSIIGYIR, which was our output of the code. So we return the string res or resultant string. So finally we can begin with the code. Initially, we need to check whether the number of rows is equal to 1. If so, we return the original string. As we have seen in the explanation part, we store the length of the string in a variable length and declare variable POS or position whose value is equal to number of rows minus 1. And we also initialize k to 0, which is used while traversing the string s. We again check whether the length of the string is 1, that is, if the string is a single character. If so, then we return the string as it is. We then create an array A of size, number of rows by length. And we also create a resultant string which is res. And finally, we start with the actual algorithm where we start traversing the string s. First, we check whether k exceeds L, the length. If so, then we store the last value of column into a variable called call and break out of the loop. Then we keep on comparing the values of position. First, we compare it with 0. If the value of position is 0, then we update it to number of rows minus 1. Then we check whether the value of position is equal to number of rows minus 1. That is, we check whether the value of position is equal to that particular column where the character from S is to be inserted. If the condition is successful, then we run a for loop from I is equal to 0 to number of rows. And here we check whether k does not exceeds the length of the string. That is, k is within the range of the string. If so, we copy the character of the string into a new array A, or else we insert a dollar symbol. And if the value of position is not equal to number of rows minus 1, then we insert an else statement where we insert the character into the array A only if the position matches with the value of I. Here we again run a for loop from I is equal to 0 to number of rows, and we check whether the value of position is equal to I, and also k does not exceed length. If both these conditions satisfy, then we copy the character from S into the array into the array A. else we insert the dollar symbol as above. And finally, we decrement the value of position at each traversal. So at this step, we got a new array A with its updated values. So now we can traverse the array A row by row and store the characters into a new string, which is the resultant string res. So we can run the loop from I is equal to 0 to number of rows, which is for accessing the rows, and similarly another loop to access the columns. And finally we add that character to a resultant string. And at last we return a resultant string res. So we have finished with our code and we can run a code to check whether it contains any errors. So here we are getting a wrong answer. The reason for getting a wrong answer is that we failed to enter the if condition in a nested for loop where we should check whether if the character is a dollar symbol, then we should not add it to a resultant string. So here we can insert an if condition where we check whether the character a of ij is not equal to dollar character. If this condition holds true, then only we add that character to a resultant string. So now we can again run a code. So this time it got accepted. So we can proceed further and submit our code. And our code is submitted successfully. So if you found this video helpful, do hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such upcoming videos on LeetCode solutions. Thank you.